I like to use, I mean, honestly, everything works. Yo, what up? This is Larrance 1500 Nothing. I'm a producer, songwriter, and co-founder of 1500 Sound Academy. And I'm about to do a tight beat on Arcade in Ableton right now. Normally when I work, I start off with the chords. And then after that, I'll do this thing I call peekaboo, to where it's just stuff coming in and out from all the cool arcade sounds. Right now, I'm in analog brass and wind, so I'm just going through sounds. I normally don't think about what I do, so I'm just record some stuff and see how it comes out. Let's see. So that's a loop. I always like to make my sounds different to where people can't figure it out. For instance, I put an auto filter on the pad, right? So now, I'll just record this. So now, I go to Arcade. It's where it gets fun. First thing I do is, I'm a musician, so I know how to find what key it's in. Even though I've just found that on Arcade, it finds the key and the tempo, so that's amazing. So what I'll do is I'll put it in the right key, so it's A flat. So I'll find A flat major. Then I always put it on the lock, to where it locks the key in, to where it's always just in that same key for whatever sound I use. So now it's in the key. So that's tight, right? So then I'll just keep hitting different ones till it goes together. Just find certain pockets. So out of these are my favorite one. This is my favorite one. But then I'll do other things that make it sound cool. Feel me? And that kind of stays out the way of the artist. You know, it's always about the artist and the vocals too. So I try to make a lot of these arcade sounds more felt than heard, because it's so tight. It just feels so good, but it's even better when you really can't hear it, but more feel it. You know what I mean? And that just comes with mixing. So peekaboo stuff every once in a while. I love it. All right, let's try it. Crazy. It's just about space. I'm always thinking about the artist and staying out their way, so they'll buy the song. So I literally put those things in where there was space, where there was room, wasn't nothing going on, and that's what you get. Like normally when we do songs, I never do drums first, ever, because for good songwriters, it forces you to write a certain way. Like if I'm doing drums, like a hi-hat patterns, and if the hi-hat is doing while this is going, it's going to force the artist to just write another way. And the best songs is space. You know, when it has space and there's a marriage between the music and the song. What makes a good hook? Great melody, phrase that pays, and a cadence that people that don't speak English could understand. It's usually my theory to where you can basically write a song with 2 fingers, to where if I'm doing the melody and if I can't do it with 1 finger, it's too much for the human brain. So I always make sure it's it's simple enough but still cool enough. And it's just about changing the cadence and the patterns of what you're doing. But yeah, phrase that pays is super important. That's like the main part of the song, where if nobody knows your verses, that's the only part that they're gonna sing. You know what I mean? So that's super important. I feel like I want to do another hooks. Hooks always bring it home for me. For sure. So let's pull that up. I love how you can just click the right button and it just goes to the next sound. So A flat, everything is gonna work, regardless of it. Yeah, that's it. That's right. So it's I like it, but it's a little dry. So they got these cool features on here where it's called space. Just bring some swag to it. Yeah. I would literally give this to a writer. They'll write the song. After the song's tight, we'll do the drums, and I'll do the drums around the song. Just because the focus is space, you know what I mean? And what makes Arcade tight is they have all these things to where it's just sounds for space, you know? It's just a bunch of cool sounds that you can play in between tight chords, you know what I mean? So most people skip the fundamentals because making beats is so easy and fun, but you have to know the language. Like music is a whole nother language, you know?